competition, perseverance, tenacity. Welcome to Rocket Rivals. Season 3 is here, and it's time to find out what you're made of. What does it take to become a champion? Do you have to start as a diamond in the rough? Is it enough to gather the greatest of champions around you? The reigning finals champions have gone their separate ways, and now there remains a vacant number 1 spot, waiting for anybody to come claim it. 16 teams, 2 majors, and 1 final tournament to decide it all. This is Rocket Rivals.
And let's go. We have got G23 versus Zero Gravity. Zero Gravity coming into this match haven't lost yet. They're 2-0. G23 on the opposite end of the spectrum. They haven't won a series yet this season after the first week. That one's already looking a little bit dangerous out of 23 guy. Jordan, you know, you've been known to have some opinions on both teams. On this, do you think G23 have a good solid chance of the upset here?
Well, the first thing I'll say is that even though I have said many things about G23 before the season started, even though they're 0-2 right now, the first week of results in here is no indication of anything. It's a shot. Woo! Good save. The first week is no indication of anything. Everybody's still figuring themselves out, and G23 and Zero Gravity are no different. I think G23 has plenty of potential to give Zero Gravity a very tough game here. At the same time, Zero Gravity has proven so far to be a very solid team. It's going to be a tough challenge for G23.
Absolutely. Just over a minute of this game gone. Couple of opportunities already on net for both teams. We have pressure here out of G23, though. That's a great touch out of Sim. B-Dubs, though, gonna get in the way of it, put it out to his corner. Sim's gonna have another opportunity here. He's got about 60 boost. Goes for the aerial pass, gets cut out. TK gonna get it over the third man, and that net is gonna be wide open. TK gonna open it up for Zero Gravity.
I think G23 got a little bit too pushed up there. They had some pretty solid pressure, but that also ended up being their downfall. They did not cover their lines, or not back fast enough. TK ate up. I want to point out here that no scout opening up for Zero Gravity. How do you think about that, Ken?
It's very interesting. Yeah, I definitely saw a little bit of the questioning in the chat there as well. I hadn't even realized, they asked administration if they were, they wanted to confirm. We have a rule right now where we only have 3 members per team in the lobby just to keep it fair, because we have a limited amount of space, and it seems like they don't even have Scout in the lobby. Maybe they want to see if they can beat this team without him. Very much so the best player on the team. That's a nice shot on towards the net, and B-Dubs is not going to be able to get enough power on the clear. It's a little awkward for him. Well, good vision there out of Sim, honestly, just to look at the pretty poorly defended net. He saw B-Dubs was awkward. What do you make of that?
It's almost the exact same goal that Zero Gravity scored on G23 earlier, except the other way around now. Both teams catching it off guard. Oh my gosh! How about that? A dribble from Sim? You might pick up at midfield. Hey, having trouble collecting that in the middle of the field. Sim, just get out of my way. I'm just taking that now. Easy pop over everybody. TK can get to it. 2-1 for G23. How about that?
Yeah, it looked like Hay wanted B-Dubs to come out of the net there and help him clear it away because it was already so awkward, and B-Dubs just didn't get the communication in time. Sim's gonna pounce on that every time. We have Zero Gravity, not Zero Gravity. We have G23 with the lead here. Kind of not really as expected. They're showing some good fire here at the beginning. Sim gonna come and clear it kind of into his corner, staying close on the ball, gets a 50. That one goes past 23. Tondo gonna have to try and get this one to safety. Does so. It's gonna be the first contact here against TK. Misses the ball, but takes out TK himself. That one's gonna clear out to the corner. TK, see what he does with this. Kind of gives the ball away, but Tondo's not really ready for it.
But it gets to the point, even though there's still plenty of time left already, you're starting to question why, especially in a best of 5, you not want to start with your strongest lineup. you have everybody available. Although Hay wasn't shutting immediately. I think that was what? That was Sim kind of 23 giving away the ball and a free shot for Hay. 23 did not get patient there. He panicked and he gave the ball away, and Hay ate that up as a free open net 2-all right now.
Definitely want to question why Scout isn't here, but at the same time, you know, you're feeling really good if you can go in game 1 and win a match without your strongest lineup here. Tondo gonna threaten net there a little bit. B-Dubs just takes the first shot on net, gets cleared away. Sim is gonna have an opportunity on the ball here. Hay tries to cut it out, passes out to 23. 23, not really any danger there with the shot. 23 might have an opportunity here though. No, B-Dubs says, I am king of the court, and that is not going in my net. Hey, nice clearance. Tondo gonna take it over to his own corner. Seeing a lot of, oh, that's an open net. Can Hay get back in time? Can. I was literally about to say, I'm seeing a lot of giving the ball away from both teams right now when they're not really under any pressure. What do you make of that, Jordan?
I mean, for at least in G23's case, it seems like they really want to give a lot of pressure. But, oh my lord,
what a save.
Not making that look easy. That was very awkward for him. I think that both teams want to trying to come out and play a very certain style of play, but they aren't executing it very well. It's causing a lot of missed touches and a lot of awkward moments, and they're both still getting settled into the very first game. But I want to say, G23, generally speaking, looks like they have a lot of pressure.
Ooh, that's a great demo out of Hay.
Ooh.
They get back just in time. Definitely agree with you there, Jordan, but there's been some good in the match as well. I mean, obviously, they're taking advantage of the open nets and opportunities that are being given to them. It is 2-2. TK going to get an opportunity here in the midfield, gets shut down, and B-Dub's going to try and create pressure that way. Hay's going to have an opportunity here, sends it high. He's going to have a second touch on it, maybe. That's a double miss from both the offense and defense. Let's see if TK can use these last 5 seconds. He's going to pass it to a teammate. Pass right back to him off the backboard. It's going to go over Hay. Tondo manages to get it up to his own backboard. Comes to the rescue. That was a close one, Jordan.
I held my breath. I'm not even playing right now. That was stressful. Both teams, well, going to overtime. I think that, generally speaking, I might favor G23 right now, as if they have looked very dangerous in the opponent's half, but at the same time, the meter was open just like this. It's 3v1 right now. What a demo! Woo, that was clutch.
Yeah, if you're G23, though, you definitely want to get this game while Scout isn't on the field, because I definitely can say Scout's going to take more advantage of these opportunities that G23 is leaving open once he gets on the field. So, you want to get this win in this overtime, 30 seconds in, kind of just chill. The ball's in the midfield. See what ends up coming out of this possession. TK gonna send it into the corner. That one gets cleared fairly easily. 23 gonna try and get it over the third man. Oh, unlucky. Oh, that's a great pass out though. What a save out of TK. Just gets the nose of his car to the ball. That's an open net though. Tondo, he's just gonna dribble it in. And G23 take game 1.
We've been talking about it all game, and while I will say that I think Zero Gravity played a lot better than they did without Scout, again, you have your best lineup available in a best of 5, and only need to drop 3 games to lose the entire thing. Why would you not want to start out as strong as you can? G23 capitalized. They have a very, well, I don't want to say a very decent game. That was very shaky towards the end, but they sell it out to win for G23.
Absolutely agree.
I think that generally speaking, what looks to be going on so far is that G23 has got a lot of pressure. Granted, they aren't rotating perfectly with the playstyle that they have, but so far they've been able to keep Zero Gravity pinned in their own half, to be able to keep shooting until it finally goes in. And so far they've been able to see it out with them. They feel about that game.
Looks like TK has left the lobby, so that probably means Scout's coming in for this one. Hopefully we don't have any issues getting him in here, though. So we'll see. I mean, obviously that's a close match, right? That's a close map 1. But bringing Scout in, G23, they shouldn't be scared, but at the same time, they need to make sure that they shore up those defenses and try not to leave open.
Right here, Cannon. Yep. I see something very interesting on the stats here. That's 8 saves for B-Dubs alone.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And you see all the shots, what, 7, 6, and I think 3 on G23. As testament, G23 have been keeping up so much pressure, and they have forced Zero Gravity to stay in their half and keep making saves, and you will not win games that way. Zero Gravity needs to take more control of this game, and I think Scout may be the answer for that.
See some question in the chat. What was the score of game 1? We had an overtime, 3-2. G23 takes it. Scout's coming in here, though. We asked where he was. Here he is. Nice little opportunity for Tondo. Gonna get it over the first. B-Dubs, though, says no. You were just talking about it. 8 saves in game 1. B-Dubs does not... He has such composure on his own defensive line. He's gonna make sure he does not make a mistake when he is that third man. He's gonna have another opportunity to save it here, and he does. Oh, my Lord. What do they gotta do to get past this man?
Well, for one thing, if you're looking at G23 and you're seeing Tondo, what a shot here. You're seeing Tondo go for 2 back-to-back air dribbles. You can stop this guy immediately. He's feeling himself right now.
Oh, that's an opportunity.
Oh my God! How about that? Another, even with Scout in, G23 opened the scoring a game too. How about that?
Yeah, it actually looked like a bit of a mistake out of Scout there. Yeah, he was out of position, tried to adjust, and missed the ball. He had the best chance of cutting out that pass. G23, they're going to keep their momentum. They go up 1-0. Just under a minute, and this game gone.
Alright, Zero Gravity has dug themselves into a bit of a hole here. The thing about a best of 5, yep, again, no surprise, that lose one game. And then, the way I think about it, I'm a pessimistic, I'm a bit of a pessimist when looking at this game. Lose game 1, you're 1 game away from being on match point. You don't, this is already a stressful situation for Zero Gravity. You need control of this. Right now, G23 are doing whatever they want. What a launch from Hey, has a chance. G23 clear it up.
First real opportunity here for Scout to show some mechs and impact on the game. Ends up getting shut down there, though. I didn't see who made that tip over him. I think it was Tondo. Tondo himself gonna get an opportunity here. Lobs it out in front of his own net. Scout's gonna eat that up all day. Yeah, what's going on there? Scout super comfortable in the air. Tondo probably not the touch he wanted. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't just toss one up for the opponents. No.
Yeah, I'm looking at 2 things. I'm looking at Tondo giving the way up the wall, and I'm looking at Sim. Oh, what happened there? I'm looking at Tondo giving up for free to Scout.
Oh no!
For that, speaking of giving up for free. Scout says, I'll give it to you right back. Don't worry, I got you. Get that back. He passed it straight to them. Defensive mistake from both teams in game 2.
Bit of an awkward one to try and even handle, though. Sim threw it right at his car, and his choice is let it bounce off my car or bounce off the wall and essentially do the same thing both times. So you can't blame Scout too much. There obviously is a better way to take that 50, but, I mean, I think 9 times out of 10 I'd probably do the exact same thing he did. Tondo with an air dribble here. And Scout's gonna get the save there. See if Zero Gravity can try to put together an actual offensive push instead of just trying to counterattack here. Want to see some passes, some infield plays. Scout is gonna take that 50, wins it. Hey, maybe the communication there was go ahead and take this. I don't have boost. Scout pops it up into the air. B-Dub's gonna see an opportunity. That's a shot on net, and that is perfect placement out of B-Dubs. Sees that the only defender that can stop him is 23 guy on the backboard. He's gonna be awkward. Puts it to the far bottom right, 90.
The MVP of that play was Halo. He made the play initially, them back in their own half, and then went for the demo, and that made all of the space for Scout and B-Dubs back there. Oh, what a crazy kickoff! What the heck happened here? Whoa! Oh, a very solid kickoff. Stim has not a good connection there. That is always gonna go exactly that way. That is a very free goal. Zero Gravity. We're trying to keep up with
This is not a ones match, ladies and gentlemen. You did just see that ball go past 3 people to score off kickoff, and B-Dubs almost gets another kickoff goal. A little bit rough here out of G23 on the kickoffs. They're going to be kicking themselves if they lose this series or this game. A little bit of a ball given away by Tondo. B-Dubs doesn't have much boost to follow up on this. Sim super comfortable though. He's gonna launch it out for a good clear, release all that pressure. Scout with the ball now, tries a ceiling pinch. 23 guy positioned really well. Tries to maintain possession of the ball, but Hay says, I'm going to keep this pressure up. I'll take that 50. This one's going to land out in the midfield. 23 guy elects to leave it. B-Dub's going to pass it off to Scout. Scout tries to pass it back into the corner. B-Dubs gets out of there, though. Scout, 0 boost. Centers the ball. Got Hay. He's got full boost. Doesn't go for it. Just lets Tondo. Scout's last man back. Wow, what happened there, Jordan?
Now losing it again. B-Dubs makes it. I think that Zero Gravity again are a bit too pushed up. And B-Dubs went for a 50 he was never ever gonna win. 2 G23 players on him, and then Scout's by himself. G23 it's again G23's pressure gives him another goal. And this time it looks like the kickoff isn't quite as volatile this time. And was able to collect. Here we go.
Tondo takes a 50 with 2 players. 23 guy looks like he's just kind of caught flat-footed back there in the back left corner. Let's kind of see. He was definitely third man back. Sim also with the miss on the ball. 23 tries to get back, but Scout just takes his time. Knows he's got an open net. Slots it in. Minute 31 remaining. Let's see if we get a better kickoff here out of G23. We do, but Scout goes ahead and launches it in there. Looks like Scout's elected to start going for some demos here too. He didn't hit any on that particular pass, but you can see the obvious aggression. As I say that, Hay gets 1. 23, third on the ball again. Tondo takes possession. He wants to get an air dribble here. Scout cuts it out. It's gonna spill out into the midfield. B-Dubs misses. Hey, gonna launch one. It was a tactical fake, Jordan.
Of course, the classic Rocket League fake. B-Dubs, woo, incredible. What I'm actually thinking about is again the physicality coming out from Zero Gravity. You saw Hay earlier with the demo play, and then Scout there, although maybe it wasn't as significant. Still, another big demo coming up from both Hay and Scout. It's starting to relieve a bit of pressure from G23 so far. It's been their pressure that's kept them pinned back. But if you don't have people alive on the field, you can't keep up that pressure, you know?
Oh, it's a great bounce for Tondo.
Oh my gosh! Tondo's doing himself in this game still.
As he should be. He's definitely got the mechanics to even stand up against Scout. We already know that. As we see Hay try to go kill him in the net and fly by. Oh no, that one bounces down in front of their net. This one's looking a little bit too far out of reach for the game 2 for G23. Unfortunate bounce. You see 23 try to jump and adjust to it, but they just weren't ready for it.
At this point, my mind is probably thinking about the next game. Thinking about what's going wrong with this one, and these kickoffs might be one of the things we need to start talking about. That is another free opportunity for them. Ooh. And it goes in as another volatile kickoff from just poor execution from G23, and it puts them on the back foot immediately, and it's completely avoidable. That's another one for Hay, 7-3 in game 2.
It's a great adjustment, though, out of Hay, midair. Looks like they're kind of just having fun now. Scout made the difference, maybe, you know, for this Zero Grav team. I do also think, yeah, that one's just, you know, you just go next, you know, don't even think about this game anymore. If they want to keep scoring, that's fine. I'd be running down the clock if I was the other team. But yeah, I mean, what are you doing here if you're G23 trying to shut down Scout?
Well, I think step one always, especially after a loss like this, is thinking about what went wrong. And
oh no!
and doing your best to not let these goals get in your head. This is just formality at this point. Think about the next game. And one of the things I'll be thinking about is what exactly is Scout doing that has changed the way of this game. I think that Scout is a lot more patient. He's added a lot more control, and he's added a lot more aerial viability for Zero Gravity. And all of a sudden, some of those aerial plays you were doing in the first game, those aren't going to work anymore. I will be thinking about being a bit more grounded. And just as Zero Gravity is, I'll be thinking about being more physical in Game 3 and getting Scout off his game and be able to apply some of that pressure you had in the first game.
Absolutely.
Can't take anything from Zero Gravity, though. That is a very well-executed game.
We're going to head off to DFH Stadium here for the Game 3. We're tied up, but Zero Gravity still haven't dropped a map with Scout on the field in this series, so we'll have to see. Looks like we might be having some changes.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Right. I was just about to touch on that actually. For G23, it makes perfect sense. He lost the game, switch them up. I ain't got 3 games, so 3 losses you can take, so you might as well do something now. For Zero Gravity, again, I gotta question the lineup decisions here. You just won a game by 6 goals. Why would you want to do anything different? I mean, I'm not to say that TK can't come in and do his job, right? But if I just won a game, I am sticking with what has worked. I'm not changing anything about that. Maybe they want to be very big brain about it, and they see G23 making a change, so they make one too, to keep G23 off their game and on their toes. But again, I wouldn't be changing anything for Zero Gravity, but I have full faith in this lineup to do well. I want to see more so on G23 to have a response.
Also an interesting decision just to pull out B-dubs in general, right? As he's been their defensive kind of stanchion so far in this series. But here we have it. 1-1 in the series. G23 Zero Gravity. TK is going to come in for Zero Gravity. And Hoodie, or Juicy Hoodie, sorry, going to come in for 23 right now. Seems like 23 might have just felt like that last game he was not having a lot of positive impact, so he wants to kind of get a mental reset for himself, see if Hoodie can come in and do something special for his team. Speaking of Hoodie, he's got position on the ball here, passes it off to Sim. They're going to work out of the corner. Hoodie coming up on the wall, gets demoed by Scout. That one's headed towards the net. Tondo's super comfortable. Some bangers headed towards the net right now, coming from the Zero Gravity side. Just barely getting out of danger though. Hoodie gonna pass it off to Sim. Sim gets a touch. Still has possession here. Gonna try and get it over the first. Not really doing so. Tondo gonna hit it off the backboard, but TK gonna beat anyone from G23 to that ball and send it into the open net.
So interesting. I counted 2 times during that possession. I think it was Juicy that was looking for an infield pass across the Sim almost twice in a row when you had the ball there, which is a good idea out of G23. But again, if you're not executing well, and you're not rotating quickly, you're just going to leave defense wide open for big clears like that from TK, and that gives 1-0 Zero Gravity.
Yeah, we got TK, last man back. Gonna get a good 50. Scout's gonna be able to collect this. Sim trying to cut out any kind of possession Scout could have. Oh, that's a great demo, and TK gonna slot it into the near post. Let's see what happened here. Juicy just trying to collect it. Unfortunate toss. Scout creates a smoke screen for Tondo and Sim to not really know what's going on.
It's a smart idea from Juicy. It's just that execution was off. It was a smart thing to do to try to collect possession there. But he off his card pretty poorly. That almost is an immediate reply for G23. It's still kind of there. Hey, barely gets there. I think it was maybe 2 G23 players looking at that one. They're very excited to get more on the board for them. In response, oh my gosh! Juicy has to collect that again, and this time he gets it out. Zero Gravity are looking very, very dangerous.
It's a great pass onto the backboard. Tondo's comfy up there, though, so I'm going to expect him to save that every time. Sim going to get an opportunity here, but Scout sees it just as much as we do. Goes and cuts that out. Hoodie, nice little pop.
This is very impressive. But I just hope that their defensive rotation can support this as another high clear goes toward G23 this time they collect it.
All right, that ball's going to bounce out in the midfield. Kind of anyone's to go for, but there was a double commit out of G23. They still have a lot of pressure here. They need to, I agree with you, I think they need to find some demos here, try and pull out some defenders from that net, because what Zero Gravity is doing very well is rotating to cover each other. TK going to hit this one into the corners. A little bit of a team bump there out of G23. Tondo's going to clear it over everybody, though, but it's not on target. Sim's gonna get an opportunity here. Yeah, he puts that in every time. Great goal out of G23. The pressure pays off eventually.
Yeah, but again, you saw a double commit this time out of Zero Gravity there. I think there was a chance in G23's half two Zero Gravity players went for it. Easy clear with a one, it's more so like 2-on-1 in Zero Gravity tap. The person misses it, Sim doesn't. That was another scary kickoff moment for G23. They get past it though. 2-1.
As a GC player, Jordan, when your team is struggling on kickoffs, how do you even prepare to try and get better at kickoffs in this game? Clearly, like, there's ways to position yourself to be more prepared if there's just an unfortunate 50, but it seems pretty consistent for G23 right now to be uncomfortable with whatever Zero Gravity's throwing their way.
Oh, there's two approaches you can have. One is the long-term approach, which is just get better kickoffs, right? But when you're noticing this happening in the middle of a game, you have to acknowledge the fact that the other team has better kickoffs than you, and the team needs to be more aware and more prepared for bad kickoff moments as the ball goes straight out to Hey. They puts up beautiful shot directly. That was a good pass from Scout and a beautiful shot to Hey there. Upper 90s, no challenge from a defender there. Beautiful Zero Gravity 3-1.
Absolutely. G23 need to try and have that second man be a little bit less scared to come out and make these challenges on the ball. Hey gets a free shot there because no one comes off of their defensive line to come and beat him. It's going to be a lot harder to react to a shot there if you don't have the space shut down. And they're down by 2 again. Sim's going to put this over to the wall. Hoodie's there just in case. He gets to the ball first in the midfield. That's a great clear out of Scout. And it's just kind of ping-ponging back and forth right now for the last couple of touches. That one's going to come out across the open net of Zero Gravity. Nobody's there, though. Like I was just talking about that second man, you got to close that space so that you're not lacking presence in the midfield.
Interesting. Good. Oh my gosh, it's so interesting because G23 has a certain identity about them. I see it now in this league. They're very aggressive, but one of the things that has to happen for this aggression to work out is your second man needs to be there and be fast for the ball to go into. They do not have that right now, and Zero Gravity are taking full advantage of that right now.
This one looking like it's going to end with Zero Gravity taking the win for Game 3 and going to match point. And now it is physically impossible for G23 to get this one back. They can try and get a goal for the road, though, get the momentum swing going back their direction. It's not looking great right now. 0-second goal. Hoodie gonna come up and meet that. Sim. They're keeping it up, ladies and gentlemen. And that one's gonna drop down. We go up 2-1. Zero Gravity showing why they are 2-0 right now.
It was a very well-executed game out of Zero Gravity. That one is a bit more convincing than even the last game, even though I know the last game ended by like 6 goals. But I feel like this was less of Zero Gravity preying on mistakes and more so being far more consistent than G23. I mentioned making the switch to TK a bit earlier, being possibly not a great decision, but proves me wrong here. He puts in a very solid game. If you're a G23 now, you're on match point, something needs to change. And I think I see it happening right here. I think G23 guy is coming in for somebody. And for G23, you need to start looking at those kickoffs. Make sure you don't leak any unnecessary avoidable goals. You need to start walking down Scout a little bit. Even though his points don't show it here, he's had an impact in the game in that every single loose ball that's come to him, he has collected and made it so much easier for his teammates to be back on the offensive end of the field. Absolutely. You need to start eliminating that by being more physical. And then also, that second man needs to commit faster to whatever G23 does. They have a very fast, aggressive playstyle, but in order for that to work, you need to be fast and aggressive. And if your second man is scared to do that, it's never going to work out.
Getting onto Utopia Coliseum here for the Game 4. I don't think we actually had a change out. Looks like 23 just joined the lobby. It's kind of actually against our current rule set, but we can talk to him about it later. They're going to go again with the same matchup we just had. A lot of pressure here out of Zero Gravity. Sim gonna just get that to safety. Something I was gonna mention in between, Tondo has been on like 113 ping the whole time as well, so I mean, I can only imagine. I think he's actually not US located. So something to keep in mind is like Tondo is able to accomplish a lot of what he's doing on very high ping. So imagine he gets a good server for him one day. Who knows what he could accomplish.
Oh my, Zero Gravity got a bit lucky there. They're way too far pushed up. The G23 were not able to capitalize. So there's a big clear coming down the half, but a bit of ping pong for both teams again. And he's right back. Zero Gravity's half, TK. Another clear. But Tondo is there to...
Oh, that's a
right
great
back
area.
Up fast! Oh, that was a good chance. But Scout there again. Clear it out with a good aerial play. Oh no, maybe Casper's curse. I'm sorry, but my bad, Scout.
Sim gonna get an opportunity in the midfield on the ball. Gets the bump onto TK, who went to meet him for it. Scout gonna try and clear it, but Tondo seeing a lot of speed in the air out of G23 here on the match point against them. Let's see if Tondo's gonna turn. No, Sim comes in, wins the 50 on that. Hey elects to go for the bump. There's a lot of midfield pressure out of both teams right now. They're trying to see who's going to get the first real opportunity on net. Scout going to dribble it over the first. Tondo gets it to his own backboard to safety. Sim air dribbling through the midfield right now. 2 minutes are gone and we are still 0-0. G23 are not going down without a fight.
Through G23, you're liking the way this game is starting a lot more. Feels a bit more even. It feels like Gravity are running away with this game as they have the past couple of these cases.
As we say that,
I am casting all of the curses right now. Open my mouth. Zero Gravity comes back. But more so a mistake at G23. It seemed like there were two players trying to clear the same ball and following it, and then one challenge Zero Gravity rather beats both of them. And then TK was able to sit up there and be a bit of a menace, but wasn't even him that put it in. I think G23 needs to get a bit more control here, look a bit more frantic. Understandably, still drawing match point.
Oh, that's just in the net.
They're gonna lose.
What a save!
Oh my god.
Oh no, Hayes says right back at you, Tondo. That was a good save and all, but still gonna score that. We were talking before the match, Jordan. We still aren't super familiar with Hay, but it seems like he's fitting into this team quite nicely. Definitely comfortable in that second man scoring position. TK gonna get the first opportunity for Zero Gravity here. Alexa just hit that one to the backboard. And it's, almost in their net again. Tondo gets the save there, but it comes off of his own teammate, and there's no rotation here. If you look, both of the G23 team members that are not supposed to be playing the ball right now are in front of the ball. Nobody's getting back posts. No one is actually rotating out. What is going on right now?
The thing about this fast, I see a couple fakes out there from me. That's the thing about this fast playstyle that G23 are starting to develop into, is that everybody needs to be going fast both on and off the ball. And at G23 are lacking the off the ball movement right now, although that is a very good clear from Sim. Solid shot from Juicy. TK is not facing up though. 3-0. Zero Gravity.
Hey, gonna try and get another air dribble here, but that one gets cleared. Sim tries to take the counterattack opportunity, but misses the ball. Scout, about 30 boost here. Gonna pass it off to Hay. They're on a counterattack themselves again. That's how all three of these other goals have gone in, kind of counterattack formation. Sim goes up, tries to keep Scout from putting that across his net, succeeds. G23, they have a minute left. They need to up the pressure. They need to get out from under this Zero Gravity pressure. Pass to the backboard. Scout gonna try and get the double tap. Sim cuts that one out. TK is gonna get his opportunity on the ball. Hey, gets another 50 win. TK's already up for this ball. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, this is a point in the game for G23 where we're starting to look at taking more risks. Although it seems like Zero Gravity's taking more risk than them. So another double commit for Zero Gravity, although they're not punched again. At this point, for G23's got to throw caution to the wind. losing the entire series now. You gotta make something happen. If it doesn't feel comfortable, he's gotta go. And Tondo probably hears me. Make something happen. Sim's there. There's a decent chance, but not go in. Sim with another decent shot trying to keep it in. You gotta throw everything in the kitchen sink. G23 right now. It's looking very bleak for them.
Comfortable aerial here for Tondo as we go into the last 10 seconds, and it's looking like the end of the road here for this series for G23. They can't handle Scout on the field, unfortunately. And that one's going to go 3-1 in favor of Zero Gravity. Great game there.